It was a typical Thursday at Elmwood High, with students bustling through the hallways. Teenagers busied themselves, some gathering around lockers, exchanging gossip, while others rushed to their next class, clutching textbooks tightly. The atmosphere was noisy, lively, resonating with the energy of youth. Suddenly, everything shifted. An unexpected, chilling announcement seeped from the omnipresent speakers, casting an eerie pall over the vibrant scene. A voice, detached yet frighteningly serious, sent a wave of ice-cold shivers down every spine. "This is not a drill. Lock down now." A tangible dread hung in the air. In an instant, the corridors fell silent as doors locked and lights dimmed. In a darkened classroom, students huddled together, their whispers reverberating through the silence, swept up in a whirlwind of anxiety. The room constricted around them, while the chilling air lingered like specters around their hunched forms. An uncanny sensation crawled down their spines, spreading an unsettling dread as if it owned the room. The ambient noise was punctuated by the spectral reverberation of unseen footsteps, echoing menacingly outside the room. It was as if they were trapped in a phantasmal loop, the footsteps growing closer in a terrifying crescendo, before inexplicably fading into the shadows. The mind-numbing suspense was unbearable. Whispers morphed into audible gasps as the classroom door creaked open slowly, the rusty hinges echoing eerily in the room. A large, frightening, shadowy figure appeared ominously in the doorway, causing the room's atmosphere to shift from calm to sheer terror. Its features stayed hidden, secreted within the ominous darkness, ramping up the suspense and anxiety in the room. Hearts started beating rapidly, thumping audibly in the silence. Eyes, once filled with curiosity, widened in sheer terror, dilating. The tension rose like a palpable entity, wrapping everyone in its chilly grip. But then, unexpectedly, this figure spoke, its voice familiar, comforting. It revealed itself to be none other than the janitor, Mr. Jenkins, who had arrived not to incite fear but to reassure them. Relief was short-lived. Just as Mr. Jenkins pivoted on his heel, preparing to exit the room, a voice oozed from the intercom, chilling to the marrow. It was more a hiss than a whisper, a sinister echo that seemed to crawl across the room. "He's not who he seems," it warned, words that sent a shudder down the spines of everyone present. At that very moment, the lights in the room began to falter. They flickered, casting intermittent shadows that danced around Mr. Jenkins. His shadow in particular twisted and writhed in manners that defied the laws of light and perspective. And then his eyes. They were no longer their usual color. Instead, they glowed a terrifying demonic red. As the blood-curdling narrative unfurled, the students, ensnared in their own terror, comprehended far too late that the authentic horror was already amongst them, lurking in the shadows. This was no sudden, hair-raising jump scare that this realization dawned upon them, but rather a creeping, insidious sense of dread that gradually seized their very souls. Each one of them felt it, a cold shiver meandering its way down their spine, an ominous sensation slithering beneath their skin. It was not the external terror they had braced themselves for, but a malignant darkness, a lurking malevolence that dwelt within them. The harsh reality of their predicament stripped them bare of their youthful audacity and laid bare their darkest fears. The terror within was far more sinister than anything they could have foreseen. As the video moves inexorably towards its horrific climax, the tension escalates dramatically. The scene grows almost unbearable, amplifying the fear, the trepidation, the suspense, to a level that keeps viewers teetering on the brink of their seats. However, just when you believe it can't possibly worsen, the video takes a shocking, unexpected turn. An ear-piercing gunshot rings out, echoing through the silence, and a student collapses, lifeless, onto the cold, hard floor. The video grinds to a halt there, leaving viewers with a chilling cliffhanger and an image that will haunt their nightmares, filling the void with terror, uncertainty, and endless speculation. The horror is far from over. It's only just begun.